you have to find that inner desire. Don't search for that motivation all the time.
If your friends, even though they really are or they were your best friends, we're not saying quit on your friends and just train basketball. No, but if your friends just want to pull you out of your goals and they don't have the same goals, maybe they don't want to reach as high as you want, you might need to maybe spend a little bit less time with them because your goals are not aligned. You have a banana, you have some nuts, maybe you will have a protein bar. So if you are looking for a snack, don't look for something very sweet. I mean, sometimes it is a good snack, but usually like you have to train or learn the habit of snacking the right things.
Common sense that you have to be mentally strong, but the thing is you have to be aware of yourself. What are your strengths and where you can improve in your mental part? Because if you don't think about it and you think that I'm the best, I'm mentally strong, I don't think that it's gonna be good long term. You have to be aware of yourself.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Basketball Body and Mind. Today, I'm really excited to have Domantas Tautkus, a strength and conditioning coach who works with young athletes at Žalgiris second team for almost a decade. He has touched most of the Lithuanian basketball stars and professionals. Also, Domantas has been a member of different Lithuanian basketball teams, like national teams. Besides that, he has experience in training MMA fighters and rugby players. Also, he has been a rugby national team player in Lithuania. Domantas, welcome to the show.
Hello, pleasure to be here. Yeah.
With your long experience, Domantas, what do top young athletes have that others don't? How are they different from those who succeed and those who not succeed?
It's difficult to say. Just a couple of characteristics, because even successful and unsuccessful players have them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can be self-confident, but you can be successful. You can be self-confident, and you can be not successful.
Yes.
From mental part, I would say you have to be self-confident. You have to have or find that inner desire to succeed all the time.
You mean in every drill succeed? Like every practice like you do, they want to succeed, they want to win. This is what you are talking? Or
I would say yes. Even short term and long term as well. Yeah, but I would say you have to find that inner desire. Don't search for that motivation all the time. I would say like that. What else from mental part? I know you have to be optimistic. You have to be vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Vulnerable as a person, that you have that
as a person and as an athlete as well, because if you're a young player and you play against senior players, you have to be vulnerable. You have to understand that you're not know everything comparing to them, so it will give you room to improve somewhere. Yeah, I would say like that. But you have to understand what is your value at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But because you can be self-confident stupidly,
Yes.
So yeah, and then you can burn somewhere in some situations if you like sound confident like stupidly.
Yes.
Yeah. Moving forward, probably those things from training perspective, like training ethic perspective. Trust in the process, I would say. Don't search for new things and change something all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You have to trust in the process. Trust the coaches. Analyze it.
What about coachable? Very good. I was about to ask about this.
Yeah, this is one of the most important things, to be coachable, because if you are talented and you are not coachable, maybe you will survive. But if you are not that talented and you are not coachable, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
You're done. So be coachable. This is one of the most important things I would say.
Maybe it would be worth mentioning, like, coachable means that you are willing to learn. If coach is saying you something, it's not that you are bad. It's about coach wants you to get better. Accept that, like take that feedback in and learn from it.
Yeah, for sure. Be coachable, and probably, I mean, be coachable is for me. It's to listen first of all. Listen and adjust your behavior according to what coach is saying to you. But other thing, as you mentioned, willing to take criticism. So this is the other thing,
Mm-hmm.
which is really important, I would say. Yeah. So from training ethic perspective, I would say I'd be coachable, willing to take criticism, trust in the process. Yeah, this is one of the most important things, I would say.
And is there anything like a life off court? Like, are they very like? I mean, it always depends. It can be different people, but like not going early to sleep, or maybe they take care of their sleep. What about nutrition? Do they meditate? Or
So this is the other part, probably lifestyle, like mental, like training ethic, and probably lifestyle. It's I would say it's not the most important part, but really important part because you stay away from the court and from the training sessions most of the time. This is one of the most important things, self-discipline. But what I mean with self-discipline is you have to manage your surroundings, manage your, like you say, nutrition,
yes.
plan. If you go, for example, yesterday we had a EuroLeague game,
Mm-hmm.
and we had practice just before EuroLeague game, and our players can go to watch that game because we have tickets, But some of them already thinking, okay, if I go, I will come back half past 11,
Mm-hmm.
and tomorrow we have game, and we had game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be like too demanding for me. So they plan. So this is one of the most important things. And if you go go out, not necessarily the club, but just for
yes.
basketball game, you're gonna miss your last meal. You're gonna stay late, and you're gonna sit for 2 hours with flexed knees. So it's not really good for basketball players when you're preparing for the game following day. So yeah, the lifestyle is, crucial.
They kind of, what I understand what you're saying is they kind of think about that in advance. It's not like, oh, I'm going to basketball game, it's going to be fun, but they think, okay, if I will go, this might affect my performance, even though I really want to go, but I might play bad tomorrow because I didn't sleep and didn't eat.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, as you said, as you mentioned before, nutrition. You have to plan your meal. You have to plan snacks, everything. What you're gonna put in your mouth. Yeah, manage your surroundings. It's difficult to say, but you have to manage what are your friends.
Yes.
Really important. Because if your friends don't understand that you are athlete, it will be difficult for you.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. Like, it's so important to understand this. Like, if your friends, even though they really are, or they were your best friends, we're not saying quit on your friends and just train basketball. No, but if your friends just want to pull you out of your goals and they don't have the same goals, maybe they don't want to reach as high as you want, you might need to maybe spend a little bit less time with them because your goals are not aligned. So I think this is like very important what you're saying.
Yeah,
yes.
Agree. So that's why you need to have good team chemistry because some of the players leave their friends away. So then you need good team spirit,
Yes.
Not to feel lonely.
I really like everyone to understand, because I asked you are a strength coach, and I asked you, how do not professional, like those talents are different? Why do they succeed? And you didn't mention like chin-ups, bench press or something. You were like, it's mental, it's the environment, it's how hard you go. So, I mean, I like it, even though I'm a strength coach too, but I like that you touching this part.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a like physical part as well.
Yes.
I would say for us, the physical part is the most important part because that's why we have a job.
Yes.
But I think I'm just searching for the word, but I think it's really difficult to change the trajectory in physical training because your genetics do demand like not your genetics uh, already gave you some trajectory where you're gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
But you can change everything in your lifestyle. I mean, in mental part, probably it's difficult to change everything, but you can work on that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can change a lot of things in your lifestyle, which will give you good like foundation to be athlete.
Yes.
Because physical training and strength and conditioning, you see that for some of the players, it's way easier because they came with way higher base or
Mm-hmm.
threshold of strength, for example, and others are way lower, you know. So it can be difficult sometimes. So I would say this is the one of the hardest part to change something
Mm-hmm.
dramatically in
Yes.
physical part, I would say.
Yes.
So
I mean,
that's why I
it's
mentioned
yes.
other stuff.
It's possible, but when you're saying like you definitely can change more of the environment,
Yeah.
like sleep, nutrition, all of these things, you like have almost like 100% of the control. With the physical part or like genetics, as you say, like you don't have 100%. You cannot change your Achilles tendon to longer and thicker, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. For example, you can jump 50 centimeters, but you can increase that probably just without doing any jumps. If you sleep more, you eat better, have less stress, probably you can jump 52 the next day. So you can increase increase jump without doing any physical training. So that's why I'm saying that it's the other stuff is way more important. Not way
yes.
more important, but equally important.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So now, I mean, we could talk about this much longer, but I want to still talk with you about some other topics. And now let's talk a little bit about like physical part. I mean, maybe okay, not only physical part. Answer can be not only physical part, what you see. So when kids, let's say kids are coming maybe around 15, 16 years old to your facility, like when you see them for the first time. So what do they struggle mostly with? What are the issues that they struggle mostly in usually?
It used to be that they were struggling with just fundamental movement patterns. It used to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
It changes because coaches in our academy doing a great job. You're doing a great job because players come to us through you as well. So I would say it's getting better, but it used to be that yeah, the lack of understanding of fundamental movement patterns, just those squat hinge
Mm-hmm.
especially the struggling the hinge yeah, push pull, those things. Then printing mechanics, I would say jumping mechanics. You can say that they're struggling, but they jumping a lot during basketball games and practices. So they probably found their own strategy to jump
Yes.
uh, the best probably, and I'm not sure that you can. Yeah, it's printing the same thing, but I see that it's not optimal usually.
Mm-hmm.
So you can change something. So I would say movement patterns and printing mechanics.
And what about like habits? Do they come with like good habits? Like because they're coming from other academies or from parents, learn the habits. Do they struggle with those recovery habits?
Oh yeah, talking about that age, talking about recovery and like the lifestyle part, they don't have any habits usually. They
Yes.
don't. I mean, I'm talking about habits that would lead them to be a better athlete. From recovery and nutrition perspective, they don't have habits. They just live as they used to live. They don't know that you can put a snack in your bag. For them, it's new thing. For them, it's new that you can bring some nuts or banana in your bag. For them, it's new thing. So that's why I'm saying they don't have habits, but you still have habits, but those habits are not influencing your
Yes.
recovery.
Okay, so for everyone to understand, like a good snack is what I 100% agree. Like you have a banana, you have some nuts, maybe you will have a protein bar. So if you are looking for a snack, don't look for something very sweet. I mean, sometimes it is a good snack, but usually like you have to train or learn the habit of snacking the right things. We're not talking just about the before game. And what about the sleep? Do you teach them something about like sleep, how to sleep, about the screen time, or it's beyond our, let's say, influence?
We try to do that. Same with nutrition, same with sleep hygiene. I don't train them every day, but I give them direction all the time. Same with nutrition. I gave them some basic information. And actually, for young players, it's quite new. So still
drink water. Wow.
Yeah, and we talk about carbs, protein, and fat, and they don't know what is that. So you can start with that. You need to start with that. Same with sleep hygiene. It's difficult to influence them if they don't want to do that. But yeah, we give them directions for sure. As they get older, then you can start to give them some meditation stuff. How to set the environment to better sleep, to have better sleep, and mindfulness practices, other stuff. But you cannot do that. I think you cannot do that with 15 years older, because it will be joke for them to meditate.
Yes. I mean, it's even like a story with Kobe Bryant, like that. I don't remember where I heard that story, that Phil Jackson was like the coach, and he brought everyone to the middle. And it was like, I think, Shaq, Kobe, like more of the players standing around. And coach said, okay, now close your eyes. And then imagine something, breathe in, breathe out, like something like this. And Kobe said, like, I opened one eye and I'm looking, like I'm giggling, I'm laughing. And then the person who was interviewing him asked, so how was it? Like he said something like, it was a joke or something. And then he said, did you like it? He said, yes, I'm using up to this day. So, I mean, he was older, but he picked it because he understand like that is important. But exactly as you said, you cannot start with that. It will be a joke. You have to start with like basic things, maybe set up your routine, like sleeping or anything else, and then maybe start breathing.
And yeah, agree. Maybe you can start when you introduce personally, one-on-one. You can say that, then you can say the other player one-on-one and go.
Yes.
Go player by player. But if you say the group, it will be joke. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I mean, I really like these. I think are often neglected, like one-on-one conversations, and like how much influence they can have to the player, because it's different. They can take the information differently when you are saying it one-on-one, and sometimes you say yes. Another thing that since you are like, I wanted to talk is like, since you are working with the basketball players who are young and going to the school, how do you suggest to manage school and training sessions? Like they have school like maybe from 8 till 2 or 3 in afternoon, then they have practice. So do they have to practice every single day, or do they need to have some days off to kind of not to burn out?
For example, in our system, in our Žalgiris youth system, we prioritize school as well. We don't want them to skip the school because they're gonna be basketball players. No, we prioritize that, but we try to understand that it's stress. It's still stress. It's not physical stress, but it's mental stress to be at school. So, talking about generally, we want them to have one day off during the week at least. So this is our rule. If And usually it's Sunday. But if they play the game on Sunday, then we're gonna do a day off tomorrow on Monday. So we have that rule. But it's general. Talking about school and training sessions, the only thing we can do probably to make sure that they have their meal after the school just before training session, because they finish the school, for example, 2 or 3 o'clock, at 2 or 3 o'clock, and our practice starts 4, 4:30, and it lasts with all the video sessions and individual stuff like for 3 hours. So if they skip that meal, it means that next meal will be like 8 o'clock or yeah. So this is probably the only thing that we can do, making sure that they can have their meal, educate them to have snacks in the school, to eat in the school as well. Yeah, this is probably the only thing we can do. Because
Very, very good point. Very good point. And if they skip that one meal, they are not eating till like until they get home, which can be like 8 or even later than that. And what about if, for example, somebody had like 2 exams like to do, and they're coming like exhausted, like weight room? Should they be pushing then, like just about weight room now? Should they be pushing hard, or should we go them with them easier? What should they do then, in your opinion?
it's one-on-one conversations all the time. From my experience, uh, I'm just go from a bit further away to this answer. I
Yes.
have 25 players probably, and some of them stays in our system for 2, 3, sometimes 4 years, and they come to our gym every day, sometimes twice a day. So it means you see them 300 times per year. You see them 1,000 times during their stay in our system. So I can see just by how they walk if it's a good day or a bad day for them. Sometimes I can see only shadow, and I can guess that something is happening. Something is happening, and I'm not
Yes.
lying. It's true. It's true.
Yes. I agree. Agree.
Yeah. So, and if you see something is wrong, even the handshake, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's like soft, you know. So you see what's happening. Man, nothing. No, no, no. What's happening? And then they open to you. Some of them not gonna open to you, and then you adjust. Then you adjust. Sometimes it's enough to show empathy and do not change anything, and it's enough for them. You
Yes.
show them
Yes.
that you care, and then then they're gonna do the same program. But yeah, answering your question about stress uh, from the exams,
Yes.
it's not usual. But if the guy say to me that I had 2 exams, my head is my brains are like exploding, then yeah, I suggest them to just take lower uh, lighter weights. Maybe skip
Yes.
that intense plyometric.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I really like that you are saying observing how they walk, how they move, the handshake, everything around, because this is like story from badminton. When I was in Finland, coach would come on Mondays and he would say it will be bad practice. I said, why? He says, can you hear how they are hitting the shuttles? It's not in the middle. It's like edges of the racket. I said, oh, I never thought about that. And you're like, is the handshake? I can see from the movements. It's, yeah. And for players, if you are feeling something is off, and I mean, you still have to have relationship with the coach, but definitely let them know, because if you are feeling very off and you will be still trying to grind through and push super hard, I will overcome this, you might hurt in a long run, or even in that training session, but talk to the coach. Okay, so let's move to the last part. And last part is usually the hardest because it's never black and white, yes or no answers. But this is what I want to hear from you. So I'll just have a question and you need to answer it yes, no, or short one word answers if possible.
Okay, okay.
Okay? Hydration during the game, sports drinks or salty water.
Sports drinks.
Okay. Strength training for players in the weight room for players who are 14 or younger. Yes or no?
Yes.
Sleep 8 hours or as much as possible.
As much as possible, I would say.
Okay. If we are talking about explosiveness, would you like improving vertical jump, for example, would you choose more of the body weight exercises or more exercises with weights?
First of all, body weight, but then we can.
Then, okay, it's accepted. I agree. I would do the same. Okay, foam rolling before training sessions, essential or not important?
Neither. It's optimal.
In between. Okay, okay. Can lifting weights stop you from growing? Like minimize the growth.
Research says that no.
Good. I like it. Agility ladders, very important or not so important?
Almost useless, I would say.
Okay. Jump. If you need to pick one like one of these two for basketball player for development, overall development, what would you choose? Dumbbells or barbells?
Left or right, yeah. Dumbbell, maybe the. No.
Okay. Okay, it's hard. I know. It's hard for coaches because you have to go through so many different ideas what to do and how and everything. Okay, this is the last question for you. Should basketball players do long distance running?
Yes, just question how much.
Yes. Okay, that's it. You survived it. You survived. Is there you want to add something about the barbells and dumbbells
It
or
depends
no?
how heavy the dumbbells are. It depends on that.
Yes.
If the dumbbells are up to 20
Okay.
kilos, then I would take one barbell, heavy barbell. That's that much.
Okay.
A lot of stuff.
Okay, and I would like to very touch agility ladders. You said almost useless. I like idea, but can you like
So
expand a little bit?
it depends what is the goal. What you want to
Yes.
improve.
Yes.
If you want to improve some coordination, something, some neurocognitive ability,
Yes.
then yes. But if you want to improve speed, agility, I don't know. Almost
Yes.
useless, almost useless,
I
yeah. It can
yes.
be
Yes.
incorporated into warm-ups as a fun part, as to activate uh, activation, As we do some
Yes. Yes.
quick feed drills on the line, it's the similar stuff.
Okay. I mean, I agree 100% with you. Depends on why you're using it and if it's agility or like improving speed. Almost
It's the
useless.
same
I
as
100% agree.
other
Coordination. You can,
closed drills, closed skill drills. It's the same. If you do like change of direction in closed environment when you don't have to react anywhere on anything, so
yes.
it's questionable how it's gonna improve your agility, so it's the same.
Yes. It will not transfer to that unpredictability. Yes. Okay, so to summarize everything, let me know if I will get it well. To summarize all three key takeaways from this conversation. So, in order to be successful, number one, in order to be successful, you really have to be like mentally strong. That you know how to be coachable, another word that you're able to take the feedbacks, so you have to be mentally strong to be successful. Another thing, second thing would be about the small things such as sleep, nutrition, all these habits, and even environment that you should be kind of paying attention to in order to be successful. And the third, like what I think you are saying, is you have to be good at the basics before you, like you said, you're mentioning like hinge, squat, lunge, push, like a push up or chin up. All these, you have to be good at those before you move to the next ones. You touch only briefly this, but is there anything else you think you would add?
Like coming back to the first part, you have to be mentally strong, but it's probably common sense that you have to be mentally strong. But the thing is, you have to be aware of yourself. What are your strengths and where you can improve in your mental part? Because if you don't think about that and you think that I'm the best, I'm mentally strong, I don't think that it's gonna be good long term. You have to be aware of yourself, where you can improve. So this is probably the even more important thing. Small stuff, small things. Agree completely. And then master your fundamental stuff for sure. If you are young player, 12, 13, 14, maybe it's even better to play more sports, expose you to more different movement patterns, play, I don't know, tennis or something else. Just do other stuff. It will improve your movement literacy. Later on, you won't have time to play other sports when you will be like 16, 17, 18. So this is the time for you to build your, not build, but build and work on your fundamentals. Like really, it can be really boring, but you have to master them. And I suggest to ignore TikTok videos where they give you 3 best exercises for jumping and something, because it will be probably minor exercises usually. So I would say master your fundamentals, and don't forget them when you're gonna be like a bit older, 19, 20, 21. It's not over. You still have to do them, but maybe in a different manner. Yeah.
Very good. I like that you touch long-term athletes development. Doing other sports is very important not to specialize too early. Some people even like I think LeBron James, he could choose whether he will go with basketball or he will go with American football. I think he was playing like in high school. So when he was like age 15, 16, he was still playing football. And in our age, some people think, oh no, I already have to be specialized. So I really like that part. So thank you for your time today and sharing your experience with us. If anyone would like to contact you, what would be the best way to contact you?
I would say Instagram.
Okay, leave it in the show notes. And for everyone else, thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode. This is the best way to support us. But for now, keep training, body, basketball, and mind.
Thank you.